Cool. I hope everyone can hear me. If you're online and can't hear me, please send a message on the chat. So yeah, as I already said, welcome to Toulouse. So I just want to give you a bit of an introduction to Toulouse already, and also to this meeting, and then we'll start the proper talks about science and stuff in a few moments. Yeah, it's gonna go. It's not changing slides, guys. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so just before I do start, I did want to mention the work that's been done by the SOC, the Science Organizing Committee for this meeting. So you can see the members of the SOC, and also to acknowledge all of the local organizing committee. So these are people from IRAP, which is the institute where you are at the moment. I'll say a few more words about IRAP in a couple of seconds. So yeah, you'll probably see all of these guys during the week. We have a few of them already lined up here. If you need some help or advice about anything, the lock is easily identified. So we've got slightly different badges to you. We've got a red outline and a little lock round red dot on the front. So yeah, if you need any help, just shout. We can help you out with whatever your problem is. So yeah, as I say, welcome to Toulouse and to this workshop. So hopefully you've got some internet access. Eduroam is everywhere, and that is what I would recommend as a Wi-Fi to use, as a wireless access. If you're not French, you've been sent a connection that you should have received by email, and you can use that if you wish to. If you are French and haven't received that but would like some other wireless connection, then please contact one of the members of the LOC, and we can get you another connection. The idea for this meeting, if possible, to present via this central computer. We will get ourselves sorted out and everything will be working smoothly by the end of the afternoon, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, we understand you might not want to do that, so you can present via your own computer, but then we ask you to join the Zoom, okay? So you can come up here with your own computer and present via the Zoom connection. So coffee breaks and for lunches will be in the back, so where you walked through. So at some point, someone will shut those doors and they'll lay out coffee for this afternoon, and the same thing will happen at lunchtime. We're hoping that the weather stays nice this week. So if you want to go outside, we'll put some tables outside. You can sit outside if you want to when you're having lunch, but there'll be a buffet lunch and there'll be food for every taste, for different allergies or whatever you have noted on that form. So if you're vegetarian, there'll be a vegetarian choice, etc. The meeting is hybrid, so probably have up to about 30 people connecting online. Which is why we'd like people to use the microphones even when you're asking questions, just so that everybody online can actually hear you. What else did I want to say? Yeah, and remote participants, yeah, please keep muted when you're not talking. And obviously, if you've got a question, raise your hand or just post it in the chat, and we'll keep an eye on the chat. So if there are any questions that's coming in. Yeah, in general, try to be respectful to everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to do that, but just, yeah, as a heads up, there's a little code of conduct on the website. If anyone's got any problems during the meeting, please do come and find the members that are identified in that code of conduct, and we'll help you out with any issues that may arise. But hopefully, you're all very nice people. I know you are, so I'm sure there'll be no problems. So ideally, if we keep to time, that would be good so that people can go home at the right time. There's 5 minutes usually left at the end of each one of those slots for questions, except for the very long review talks, in which case there's 10 minutes that's given for questions. The chairperson's got a whole hand of signs with 5 minutes and 2 minutes and 1 minute, so you should be well advised when you need to stop talking. If you've signed up for the dinner on Wednesday, that's chez Lily. The information about how to get to the restaurant is on the webpage. It's 40 euros, so you'll need to pay at the restaurant, and that includes drinks, unless you want to drink a huge amount, in which case you're very welcome to order extra drinks, but you'll need to pay for those as well, okay? But in general, there's quite a large amount of alcohol that's been ordered anyway, so hopefully you'll be all right. But if you feel that need to have a more merry evening, then you're very welcome to do that. But yeah, at your own cost. But and the 40 euros as well. But yeah. If you find that you really can't come Wednesday, please let us know so we can give your place to someone else. There's a limited number of people that can join, just so that we know. And we also need you to make your food choices, just to give a heads up to the restaurant. So you've been sent an email by Zoe with a link, and you fill in your choices. Most people are sort of getting there now. Thank you very much. Those people that haven't made their choices, please could you do that by the end of today, so that we can let the restaurant know, because obviously everything's going to be fresh. So they need to know how much to have in. And the next one up. Okay, so you're now at IRAP. So IRAP is the Research Institute for Astrophysics and Planetary Sciences. So it's quite a large institute. Until the 1st of January was actually the largest astrophysics institute in France. But one of the institutes in Paris is now like amalgamated with several different institutes, and now they've just beat us, but you know, it's fine. We'll live. So it's a big institute. There's about 120 different researchers in this institute. There's about 80 engineers. We do a lot of instrumentation here. I'll talk about that in a few seconds. We at any one time have about 50 postdocs and about 50 PhD students. We're actually on 3 sites, and I know some of you have discovered that this morning or this afternoon. You've all gone to the wrong site. So there's the one site which is about 400 meters, about that way, I think, somewhere from here, which has got the majority of the IRAP site. We're in this site now. This is called the Boulogne site, because this is where the Midi-Pyrenees Observatory is, and we're part of that Midi-Pyrenees Observatory. And as this room's slightly larger than ours, then we decided to hold the meeting here. And then we have a third site that's in Tarbes, because we have observatories in the Pyrenees Mountains, with some excellent telescopes, a couple of meter diameter telescopes, and some solar telescopes, and a whole host of teaching equipment, etc. So I mentioned we're one of the institutes of the observatory. Actually, there's 9 institutes within the observatory, so I think there's about 3,000 people in total at this observatory. But the other institutes are more focused, some of them on remote sensing, so their satellites are facing downwards rather than upwards. Then we've got people that are interested in oceanography, continents, etc. You may have noticed as you came in here, we're right next to the French Space Agency, which is called the CNES, which is handy because, as I said, we do a lot of instrumentation here. So a lot of the work goes on with the French Space Agency, developing instruments, platforms, etc. And we're also part of the University of Toulouse, where many of us actually teach. And you probably, I guess, if you got off at the Faculté de Pharmacie of the metro, then that was right inside the university. We do many, many different things here. I guess the fact that we're at 320 people or so. So yeah, from plasma physics, solar system, the sun, stars, interstellar medium, astrochemistry, compact objects, which is probably something we're going to talk quite a lot about today and the rest of the week, and astroparticle physics in general, fundamental physics, along with galaxies and cosmology. Those are big subjects that we talk about during the week, and signal processing. I mentioned we have a really strong instrumental development. This is only a very small flavor. I kind of put a few things on there that are vaguely related to this meeting. Yeah, we built this SPI instrument that is on Integral. I mean, Integral's not observing so much now, but we also built the radiation monitors on XMM Newton, for instance. We've just built the Eclair instrument, which is flying on SWAM, and we'll probably hear about SWAM during this meeting too. We're building XIFU, which is going onto Athena. We're making the detectors for the medium-sized telescopes, I believe, for CTA, the NectarCam. We're participating in building of COSY. We've been really involved with VLT, particularly with MUSE, with the ELT as well in the future, Mosaic, and Planck, and a whole host of other instruments that I didn't stick on there. We also have a really strong ground segment analysis of data that goes on here. We're head of the XMM Newton Survey Science Center, which is the ground segment, science ground segment for XMM, the Eclair Instrument Center for SWAM. We also, obviously, the ground segment activities for SPI. The work goes on with MUSE on VLT. We have the CDPP, which is for plasma, and many, many other things. So if you've not been to Toulouse before, this is just a few words about what you might want to see. Woohoo. I knew I shouldn't stand up here. Toulouse, if you've not worked out where it is yet, it's right down here at the very bottom of France. We're right near the Pyrenees. Actually, we physically are only about 60 kilometers as the crow flies from the Pyrenees. So actually, if it's clear, honestly, you see the Pyrenees looking like this. If it's not clear, really sorry. But they're actually very beautiful. And you can get to the Pyrenees very quickly. If you want to go and ski, some of the ski resorts are still open. You know, it's a good place to go. This is the center of town. This is the town hall building. You'll probably end up, if you're going to walk around Toulouse, you'll probably end up going through the Capitol because, yeah, most of the roads sort of come out of this main square. This is the Garonne River, which comes from the Pyrenees, goes all the way through Toulouse and follows up. You can actually see it on this map through Bordeaux and then goes out into the Atlantic Ocean. These are all the little old streets in Toulouse. They're really nice to go and have a look around if you're interested. There's some really old buildings. I'm going to probably say something wrong here, but I think like from 1,300 or something like that. Some really old buildings. This is Saint-Sernin, which is one of the, I think it's the oldest, largest Roman Gothic structure in Europe. Am I right? I think something like that. But yeah, there's some beautiful buildings to go and have a look around. This is the Canal du Midi, which goes all the way from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean. So it's a nice cut through, so you don't have to go all the way around Spain and Portugal. If you're interested, that Cité de l'Espace is a fantastic science museum that you can go and have a look around. We have got a full-size Ariane 5 that's there you can go and have a look at. This is XMM. By the way, I'm in charge of the ground segment for XMM, so get excited about XMM. But there's many other things that are there. They've got planetarium. They've got stuff even about like weather, meteorology, etc. And if you feel like going a little bit further afield, about 100 kilometers down the road in Carcassonne, we have this fortified town, which is beautiful to look around. We'd really recommend it if you've got a few days or a day or half a day, a couple of hours free. You can take the train directly to Carcassonne and have a look around. Right, this is my last slide, so you'll be all right. So why are we having this meeting? So we've already heard this is organised in the framework of the ACME project. This is the first meeting that we've organised so far. The main reason is, I mean, there's a huge wealth of recent gravitational wave data. Obviously, you know, in the middle of the 04 run, there's been the recent PTA results. There's been the adoption of LISA last year. And also there's many other multi-messenger and multi-wavelength facilities out there doing transient astronomy. Well, close to our own hearts here is SWAN because we've obviously built the Eclair detector. Also Einstein probe. There's been the 20 years of SWIFT, and I know some of you were actually at the meeting a couple of weeks ago by the 20 years of SWIFT. And there's been a huge amount of development to do with time domain astronomy and many new tools that have been put together. And there's also a lot of upcoming facilities that are going to have fantastic time domain capabilities. We've got our Rubinel SST that should be coming online later this year. And in the very near future, we should be having CTA, SKA, ELT, etc. There's also been a lot of work that's been done on theoretical models and different simulations in the recent times. So it seemed like the right time to hold this meeting and discuss about all of these areas. So we'll start today with current and future gravitational wave detectors and things about the observations. During the week, we'll be discussing known and potential sources of gravitational waves. We'll review all the complementary electromagnetic and multi-messenger observations that can go along with those things, and hopefully discuss some strategies for transients. So this will be very useful, for instance, in the, we were talking about the transients just now, to put together maybe some other things that we've not noticed within ACME, that other projects where we could help out looking for transients. And also try and identify through the discussion sessions, which you've probably noticed, we've set those up. They've identified different observational and theoretical requirements to help us advance our understanding of gravitational waves and transient astronomy. So I think I'll leave it there. Thank you.